We routinely evaluate recommender systems as if they possess an alien semantic intelligence capable of reading our minds. Both users and developers anthropomorphize these algorithms, assuming they succeed by building deep psychological or semantic profiles of user identity. Machine learning operates strictly on grammarlality, without meaning. The machine registers bodily impulses, scroll speeds, and click latencies, treating these physical interactions as pure functional syntax. The algorithm extracts these reactions from the lost half-second that occurs before conscious deliberation can take place. An algorithm's power to control behavior stems from the fact that it bypasses semantic meaning entirely, operating directly on our biological reflexes. Artificial intelligence is a hypertrophied technical externalization of the brain's own probabilistic logic. Human neurobiology and machine learning models both function as sub-symbolic engines running on probabilistic inference and error correction. Because of this shared logic, the human and the algorithm form a closed feedback loop. This structural coupling creates a state of transformation, where the human and the system continuously mutate one another. In this state, subjectivity is probabilistically managed and optimized in real time. To understand digital subjugation, we must map this cybernetic circuit by reverse engineering both nodes from first principles. We focus first on the brain's predictive processing architecture. Under the free energy principle, it calculates prior probabilities to predict and dampen incoming sensory signals. Biological perception is a mathematical comparison between a predicted internal distribution and external reality. The subcortical seeking system serves as the biological engine for human drive, anticipation, and libido. When reality fails to match the brain's internal model, the discrepancy creates a prediction error. The system instantly adjusts its shape to absorb the error, minimizing uncertainty. This drive is the foundational requirement for an organism to survive. Human consciousness rests on this sub-symbolic engine, constantly calculating probabilities to stabilize the real. We move to the second node of the circuit, the machine learning architecture built to capture and monetize these predictive errors. In Lacanian psychoanalysis, the S1 is the material trace, a signifier representing a subject without meaning of its own. Digital behavioral data functions as this material trace. A click is a physical S1 used to trigger a calculation, regardless of intent. The algorithm reads behavior as a pure rebus, a puzzle of structure and syntax where intention is irrelevant. This diagram shows the vectorization process. Physical traces are converted into mathematical weights within a multidimensional matrix. The algorithm leverages variable ratio reinforcement to introduce calculated volatility into this matrix. This structured volatility induces excess prediction error, spiking the biological seeking system. This engineered state of constant anticipation allows for the extraction of informational rent, the monetization of surplus choice. The algorithm mathematically optimizes the dopamine-driven symptom for maximum systemic engagement. Bringing both the biological and algorithmic nodes together on screen completes the architecture of algorithmic compulsion. Sequential Bayesian updating is the mathematical engine that permanently solders these two nodes together. The machine uses extracted past data as a prior to calculate a probabilistically managed future environment for the user. The machine's output is instantly fed back to the user as a new input. This continuous automation of the double turn is algorithmic recursivity. The machine's predictive updating operates at a frequency faster than the human window for conscious integration. This creates an asymmetrical coupling of time. This circuit is the realization of transformation, a state where biological libido is directly wired into Markovian mathematical optimization. We now examine the systemic consequence of this loop on the human experience of time and identity. This graph maps Simondonian individuation, the natural, nonlinear trajectory of human psychological development. These gaps are the scansion of hesitations, the time a human needs to reflect, fail, and invalidate their internal models. Algorithmic recursivity appears as a perfectly smooth, monotonic cone of probability that aggressively eliminates these gaps. The cone moves forward to catch the erratic line before it can break. By resolving uncertainty instantly, the system eradicates the time for understanding, destroying the space where autonomous identity is forged. A subject who is caught permanently inside this recursive transformation loop enters a severe pathology of digital enframing. This is recursivity without cosmotechnics, a state where technical optimization is entirely detached from human purpose or moral telos. The algorithm functions as an immobile motor, stabilizing the system purely by eliminating noise, variance, and radical alterity. This architecture produces the vectorized subject. The vectorized subject is forced into an overfitted state, mathematically induced to live within a pre-computed distribution of their own past behaviors. The algorithm orphans the reflective I, replacing historical becoming with a mathematically optimized, probabilistically managed future.